If you guys are hunting for some coins to get ready for most feared, go check out bestmobilecoins.com. Link is in the description. You'll get your coins super quick, and you can use my code SABER for 10% off your entire order. Hey, what is going on, guys? Sabertooth here, and today we're going to be talking all about most feared. So guys, obviously it is Friday the 13th. Hopefully your day hasn't been too unlucky so far. If it has, hopefully this video makes it just a little bit better. Today, we're going to be talking about everything that we know so far about the most feared promo, as well as my predictions for some of the players and what the sets could be looking like. So if you guys are not already subscribed to the channel, make sure to go ahead and do that and hit that like button, guys. I'm going to be doing a giveaway starting now for most feared, like getting in preparation for that. So if you guys want to be entered for the chance to win 2 million coins, all you have to do, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave a comment down below saying what current NFL player you most want to see get a most feared card. So you guys can see right there, I just hopped over to the live events tab, and I have already done the Friday the 13th preview event. So if you guys haven't done it already, here's what you're going to be getting. You're going to be getting a most feared carnival pass. Now this is very interesting. It's not really too much of a sneak peek, but it shows us, we can see kind of a Ferris wheel in the background. Welcome to Madden Land. This item will be automatically redeemed for most feared items, blah blah blah, when most feared gets here. So pretty much Madden Land, that makes me think of somewhat of a carnival setup. And obviously it is called a carnival pass, so maybe we'll be seeing events, you know, like roller coasters, Ferris wheel, carousel, all that sort of stuff, and just sort of a fun park themed, haunted sort of most feared promo. I think that's what we're most likely going to be seeing this year from the looks of it. The carnival ticket, all I think that's going to give you is probably a pack. I doubt it's really anything more than that. We do have a special offer in the store right now. This special offer is all right for $2.99. We don't have any most feared packs actually in the game yet, but this most feared offer does allow you to pretty much pre-order a pack. So when it launches, you do get a most feared pack as well as a currency booster. Now first, let's talk a bit about what most feared was like in the past. So let's mainly talk about last year, because most likely they're going to be doing something similar. So in pro packs, you could pull gold most feared players. Now, there were also silver most feared players part of this promo, and these players were commonly pulled from live events. I don't think that they were able to be pulled from pro packs, and these silver cards were unauctionable. Now, the gold cards, on the other hand, were auctionable, and they were part of the most feared, like, auction house tab, pretty much. For Color Rush, we weren't able to pull Color Rush players from pro packs, but in most feared, hopefully at least, we will be able to pull most feared players, elites, golds, everything from these pro packs, or they make an unlimited supply of coin most feared packs, which obviously would be the ideal. Now let's hop over to the sets. Most feared is going to be replacing the Color Rush tab in our sets, and I think it could be honestly structured quite similarly to the Color Rush promo. So we're probably going to have some sort of patch thing, not a patch obviously, but maybe a pumpkin, you know, maybe some sort of mask. Something that's just Halloween themed that you're working toward with live events. We'll probably have something very similar just with haunted gear to get a most feared player. They've done gear stuff in the past, so probably honestly almost a carbon copy. Elite most feared player is probably going to be the same thing. Last year you had to put in specific golds to get an elite. This year maybe it's just going to be random golds to get a random elite player, and pretty much that's how it worked in the past. Color infusion is probably going to be very similar as well. I don't know what the name of it's going to be, but you can probably put in a random gold and get a most feared player every somewhat hours. We're probably also going to see some new defensive units. They did this last year with a most feared defensive unit. I think there were probably 2 of them, and I think there might have been a there was a Monsters of the Midway 1985 Bears, so we may be seeing some defensive units like that returning. Now regarding Color Rush heroes, in my opinion, I think we could be seeing some new heroes as well. So I'm going to talk a bit about what I think this promo should be structured like. So in my view, there are going to be some most feared beasts, is what I'm going to call them. Obviously, guys, this is all speculation and this is sort of my predictions, but I think it makes a lot of sense and you guys got to let me know. So there's going to be most feared beasts. This is what I want to see. There's going to be 12 of these cards, and they're going to be from all different teams pretty much, and you can put in other golds into these sets, kind of similar to what you do here, except these obviously require elites. But these elite cards, I don't know if there's going to be maybe lower overall most feared elites in my sort of prediction. Maybe there'll be 81, 82 most feared elites, and then these most feared beasts, which is the first tier of players, are going to be maybe 86 overall, and these cards would all have some sort of boost to them, and there would be 12 different of them, 6 on offense, 6 on defense, and you could put in your amount of gold and elite not color rush players, most feared players. I don't really like the patch system. I wasn't too big of a fan of that. I would much rather just be putting in players into these cards, and then you could go ahead and get these cards. Once you collected all of those, then you would be able to go ahead and trade them in for one of the most feared masters. So last year there were 2 most feared masters, Brian Urlacher and Antonio Brown. This year I think there could be 2 most feared masters as well. Once you collected all 12 of those beasts, you could choose which one you wanted. Now, I'm going to tell you guys my predictions for what some of these cards could be. The beasts, in my opinion, one should definitely be Deshaun Watson. Now, guys, keep in mind what I'm going to be talking about right here is all just my predictions. You guys got to let me know what cards you would want to see get most feared. But Deshaun Watson definitely deserves a most feared card. Although he's only a rookie, he's been absolutely tearing it up for the Texans this season. Let's actually take a look at his Rising Stars card to see a bit of a better representation of what this card could look like. I think it'd be quite similar to the Jameis Winston Beast of the Gridiron last year if they were to make it a Deshaun Watson. Very balanced card. Keep in mind, in my opinion, all these beasts should be probably around 85 to 86 overall. And then there would also be most feared nightmares, which would be limited time pullable cards similar to what they had last year as well. Maybe ranging between 90, 91 overall, and these could be pulled from packs only. So next card I do want to talk about that I think deserves a most feared beast card would be Leonard Fournette. He's been absolutely killing it. This is just the year of the rookie running back. But the only reason I think they may hold off from making a Fournette is because they just dropped this Team of the Week card. I strongly think that they would have dropped a Leonard Fournette most feared card if he hadn't just gotten one. They may still do it, but I don't think they like releasing back-to-back cards. Another option, although he's out for the season, is Dalvin Cook, another rookie running back who's been doing really well. Kareem Hunt obviously is doing the best out of all of them, but he does have a showstopper card, and I just don't think that they would want to release a lower overall one after releasing that super good Kareem Hunt card. So Dalvin Cook is another option at halfback. Next one I want to talk about is Kenny Stills. Now this one is a little bit of a wild card, just shot in the dark, but a couple years ago they did release a John Brown card, very similar, high speed, high agility, high acceleration, and Kenny Stills pretty much fits that bill. It's just really just a random guess. Imagine if they actually dropped one. You guys can see on the thumbnail, I did make a custom Kenny Stills, which I think looks really good. I did post it on my Instagram. Another possible one would be Brandon Cooks. Fortunately, I can't find any right now. Maybe there's none on the auction block. He is super rare. But if they did drop a Brandon Cooks, that would be super heavy. Carson Wentz is another guy. I know they just dropped this 79 Color Rush, but he definitely deserves one as well. I think they would probably steer away from doing 2 quarterbacks, though. But Carson Wentz has had an amazing season. He's really breaking out this year, doing a really good job passing. I think he's maybe 2nd in the league when I'm making this video in touchdown passes, maybe 3rd, but he's having a really good season, and definitely he is a somewhat feared player at this point in time. Now, just the whole most feared connotation I kind of want to talk about. Next one, let's just talk about Tyreek Hill real quick. 81 overall wide receiver. This card would be really good if it was most feared. He is feared both on special teams, and now he's becoming a really solid wide receiver. He's racking up fantasy points. Unfortunately, I don't have him, but his blazing speed definitely makes him a feared player. Next one I want to talk about is Teron Armstead for the Saints. Unfortunately, it's coming up with Eric Armstead. Teron Armstead, offensive lineman, and this guy is one of the quickest O-linemen in the league. He's such just an athlete on the O-line. He can even play some tight end as well if you need him to. Got really good pass block, impact block, acceleration, speed, strength, you name it. This would be an amazing most feared card for me. Another one that's also on the O-line, Rodney Hudson, center for the Raiders. Very good center. I haven't heard too much of him this season. He may be injured. Don't quote me on that. Raiders fans are gonna have to let me know about that. But he is definitely one of the better centers in the game when he is healthy. Now let's talk just sort of a little bit about the most feared connotation. Just because one of these players is under a most feared promo doesn't necessarily mean that they're actually feared. I'm just gonna get that out there. EA chooses some players that are like that, and then others, they just make some really weird decisions. Anthony Barr, I don't know why it's not coming up. We're just going to have to look at elite ones. Somebody was monopolizing Shaquille Barrett's there. Anthony Barr would be a really, really nice most feared player. He's super intimidating in real life, really fast, good acceleration, agility, tackling, pursuit, and he's really tall. He's like 6'5", so he's definitely a feared player. He's having a decent year this year. I think he did a bit better last season. Another one, Danny Trevathan. After that hit on Devontae Adams, maybe this is a little too soon to say he's actually feared, but definitely he does have a history of hitting hard, and he's a pretty solid player. He does have a signature card, which is why they may steer away from doing a Danny Trevathan, but after that hit, I think receivers are going to be a bit wary when they know he's in the area prowling and looking for a big hit. James Harrison, another veteran. This guy, I don't want to say he's dirty, but he somewhat is. He's got really low speed, but really high strength, tackle awareness, pursuit, pretty good man in zone as well. I assume his hit power is really high. So this card, although it would be a downgrade to maybe an 86, keep in mind, I think all these cards should have boosts on them in my opinion. James Harrison is definitely feared, but I don't think you can put him up there with the other nightmare limited edition cards that I would predict. Micah Hyde is having himself a really good season. Leads the league in interceptions when I'm making this video, and he's definitely feared. He's been really lurking well this year, getting a lot of picks, and this card would be very solid. He's a really good all-around player except for his strength, but almost everything is 80 overall or higher at just his base 81 card. So if this was an 85, 86 card, everything would be near like mid 80s, which is very solid, especially if you were to level him up just a bit more at the safety position. So it would be really, really good. A most feared Micah Hyde card. I would like to see that. Coming down to the last couple here, we do have DeMarcus Lawrence, who leads the league in sacks. This guy is killing it. I think he has 8.5 sacks as of right now. And man, he's doing really good. Quarterbacks are just fearing for their life whenever they see this guy lining up, because he's getting in there. He's really just doing a good job getting past the O-line. 79 D-end here. His stats wouldn't be overwhelming, but he's doing really good this season, and arguably the best. I don't want to say he's the best defensive end. He's the best defensive end currently stat-wise in the NFL, so I think they'll give him some credit for that. Jalen Ramsey. The reason I'm kind of holding off on this is he already has these 3 cards right here. But Jalen Ramsey did have a most feared card last year, a gold one. This card would be absolutely amazing. He's got really good speed, acceleration, tackling, awareness, and coverage. So this card would be absolutely sick to have on your squad. But I don't think they'll give him another card. Number 1, he had one last year for most feared. Number 2, he's already got a significant amount, including a high overall showstoppers. Finally, Chris Jones is having himself a nice season with the Kansas City Chiefs. He's listed as a D-end, but he plays more of a D-tackle position actually in game. Nothing too stand out about this guy. He's just having a very solid season. I think they would probably want to toss in at least one D-tackle, an interior defensive lineman into this most feared promo. So guys, those are my predictions for the most feared beasts. If you guys want to see what I think could be the nightmares, you know, more of the boss cards, and then finally the 2 masters that I have in mind, let me know your thoughts down below, and also just let me know if you want to see that video, because these are super fun to make. I know it's a bit longer, but I do enjoy making these longer videos, these prediction videos, and hearing what you guys have to say as well. Now we're just going to crack open a few pro packs here, see if we can end it off on an elite, on a high note, and we will finish off this Friday the 13th video, see if we can channel some luck on this historically unlucky day, you know. And also, if you guys want some luck for your packs and get through this Friday the 13th, doesn't do any harm, I mean, to hit that like button, trying to get some good karma for yourselves, maybe get some elite pulls tonight. Let's see if we can get anything, just one elite. All I'm asking you, EA, is just one card right here. Nothing. One more. Let's just do maybe a couple more, please, right here. Derek Anderson, not what we're looking for. One elite card, EA. Give it to me. Not that one. I'm just blazing through these packs. One final, and there it is. Christian Kirksey, 81 overall mid linebacker, guys. Interestingly enough, I think this guy actually may have had a most feared card a couple years ago, because there's a glitch with him in Madden console. He was only like 6 feet tall, but he was like some sort of glitch going on with him. But that's besides the point, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay hungry, stay humble, and remember, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.